Hey, what's up guys? Josh, aka Red Rocket. Today we're going to be talking about Sur-Ron motors. So over the past month and a half, we've had a little bit of a discovery about the X160 and the standard Segway X260 or Lightbee X motor. Turns out that they are in fact different, and I do apologize in advance for anyone that I've misled and I've told they're the same, because I'm going to show you right now what makes them different and some of the limitations that we found on them as well. So we've been doing a lot of testing with the X160 motor just to try to find its limits. We blew one up and we still have one currently running. So the main differences that we're going to show you today is going to be the internals of the motor and also the external that you could identify by yourself. So to start with, on the left is going to be the X160, on the right is going to be the Sur-Ron Lightbee X. The X160 rotor is a lot thinner, magnets are a lot smaller, whereas the Sur-Ron rotor magnets are much larger. They do still take the same output shaft, it's just the actual spool that the magnets are mounted on, or in other words, the rotor. The end caps for the output shaft are exactly identical, so no difference there. The stators, you could tell the difference right here. The actual windings on the stators are completely different. The X160 on the left, Lightbee X on the right. Lightbee X obviously wider. You could see the windings sit up a lot taller as well. The outer housing of the motors, the width is exactly the same. The only difference that I see on the outer housing is the set screws that hold the stator windings in place. The X160 has one, whereas the Lightbee X has two set screws. The other difference on the exterior is the X160 has 8-gauge phase wire, whereas the Lightbee X has 6-gauge phase wire. So guys, these are really the only differences that we see. It is significant, and I wouldn't really recommend running high power on the X160 motor. You could definitely get away with stock Sur-Ron power, about 5 kilowatts or so. We've ran one of the X160 motors on 8.5 kilowatts, and it lasted about 2 weeks or so. I've been running my bike with an X160 motor because you see the magnet back there exploded. That was my original motor. So I've been running that for about 3 weeks now, daily riding it back and forth from home to the shop, and also taking it out pretty much every weekend, single track riding, MX track, stuff like that, on basically stock Sur-Ron power. I think I've pushed it up to 5.5 kilowatts, and I haven't had any problems at all, so I definitely think it's safe. If you got a stock X160, you want to put a 60-volt battery, a Sur-Ron controller, you shouldn't have any problems at all. I've been running mine pretty hard at 5.5 kilowatts with no issues at all. So again, guys, I apologize for misleading anyone at all with the motors being the same. My mistake. I'm trying to rectify it now by showing everyone that they are clearly different. So thanks guys for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. Any feedback is welcome. Thanks guys. Bye.